What's going on, Hellcats and Hellhounds? It's your Hellmaster Dede back with a brand new video, and today we are going over our Halloween Horror Nights 2024 video, and we're going to go ahead and recap our night and let you know our experiences and let you know, is it worth it to go in 2024? But before we do anything, make sure you smash that that like button. Make sure you follow your Hellmaster on all social media platforms, and let's go ahead and check out our experience at Halloween Horror Nights 2024. So joining me today is the beautiful wife Hell Queen Jazzy.
Hello everyone.
So we go to Halloween Horror Nights every year, and every year we are so excited to go. We plan all year for this experience, and this year was no different. We were super excited to go, and one of the first things that we do when we go to Halloween Horror Nights is we have to check out the scare zone. So let's go ahead and check out this first scare zone that we actually experienced, which was the Blumhouse scare zone.
I was super excited for the Blumhouse just because I knew there would be different characters from a couple of different films. So we knew Megan would be a part of it, Happy Death Day, Black Phone, and of course The Purge. So I was really excited to get to this zone.
So just like Jazzy said, I was super excited for the Blumhouse zone, but I'm going to be honest, guys, it kind of disappointed. Now, for two reasons in my opinion. One reason was it was in the wrong area. Now, I know people are going to come at me and be like, Halloween Horror Nights is, they're doing the best they can with, the amount of space that they have. But I think having such a big IP as Blumhouse, you could have utilized somewhere else in the park for this zone.
With where they put it, with the amount of things they had going on, I don't know where else it would have fit in. But that area is really busy. I mean, you've got Men in Black, you've got so much going on right there, so many different food options that by the time you're trying to get through the zone, you kind of get a little bit lost.
And another thing that I had a problem with was some of the IP characters that they'd chosen. Now, we all know that Blumhouse is one of the mega superstars production companies when it comes to horror. They have brought you things like Halloween, they have brought you things like Insidious, The Conjuring, and so much more, right? But here's the thing, they chose only really one IP that was major, which was Megan. Now, they did have the grabber from the Black Phone, which was really cool to see, but they utilized three other characters, which was the Purge characters, which, and let's be honest, that's really easy to do, and a construction guy worker and some guy in a mask. It just really didn't make any sense to me.
I did like that. Well, they only had one person from Freaky, which I thought was kind of cool, just because I do know that that was in a previous house. So maybe they were just kind of reusing stuff from things they've done.
So yeah, I think they probably tried to save money on this one, but I did like the aesthetics of Blumhouse, the scare zone. The aesthetics were really good. You had the light up Blumhouse logo, which is really cool. So all in all, I think it was a solid scare zone. Maybe next year if they do decide to do Blumhouse, because I think this is the second year that they've done Blumhouse for a scare zone. So hopefully next year they'll use different IPs. Maybe we'll get Michael Myers from Halloween Ends or something like that. Maybe we'll get something from the Conjuring universe or the Insidious universe. But yeah, the Blumhouse, it was okay for me. So after the Blumhouse scare zone, we decided to go get something to drink, because usually at Halloween Horror Nights there are stands everywhere selling drinks and it can get really hot. So we decided to stop by Mel's Die-In, or not Mel's Die-In, right around the corner from Mel's Die-In, and it was this really cool bar. It had some of the icons or some scare zone actors, and it was really cool to see. The aesthetics of the bar was really cool, and they had a lot of really cool premium cocktails, but we always get a ghoul juice for Halloween Horror Nights. It is a tradition.
Not gonna lie, ghoul juice, I don't know who makes it. That stuff is way too smooth. I think I downed half my ghoul juice before I had to realize this is liquor. Super good.
So after we had our drink and we had our snack, we decided to head over to the Insidious Haunted House at Halloween Horror Nights 2024. Now, if you guys know, me and Jasmine go every year, and there is at least one IP where the line can reach upwards to 2 hours long. And Jazzy knew from the get-go, after we had our snacks and had our drinks and checked out one of our first scare zones, we had to head over to the Insidious house. Now, the Insidious house, when we got in the line, what was the line at? What was the wait time for Insidious when we first got in the line?
I think it was 45. Very shocking. I did not think it would be that low. So I made sure, I was like, nope, we're doing this now.
So for a major IP like Insidious, for a 45-minute wait time, that was really low. So we decided to jump right in line. And let me tell you guys, this house did not disappoint. It might have been the scariest haunted house that I've been to at Halloween Horror Nights, or hell, any haunted house, period.
This was the number one house we were anticipating. Could not wait to go. So excited that we did it first because it was literally incredible.
There were Easter eggs everywhere. Let's just go ahead and name a few of them. Well, you had the woman in black. She was a major part of the house. You had the red-faced devil popping out everywhere. I mean, what else? I mean, there was Lin Shaye. Lin Shaye's voice was actually in the freaking haunted house.
Yes, and then you had my favorite scary man, he's got your baby. You heard that everywhere. That was so scary.
And walking through the red door in itself was just awe-dropping. I mean, you first go in the haunted house and there's this huge red door. I'm talking like 12 feet tall. And you walk through it and then you're in front of the Insidious house. It was super insane. Best haunted house of the night, hands down. So after the Insidious house, we decided to take a break and check out another scare zone. The next scare zone that we checked out was the Renaissance Fair scare zone.
So this scare zone was Torture Fair, and they had so many people. You had a king, you had queens, you had peasants, you had knights. I mean, it never stopped. That scare zone, no matter how far you walked into it, never stopped. They never stopped jumping out at you. So the next house we got to go through is we went to the Cary Drive-In, where they did the Slaughter Cinema. Super fun house, bringing those movies to life. I had a blast in there.
Yes, it was really fun. So the Slaughter Cinema, they took you through about 5 different movies, and in each movie it had some type of B, cheesy horror aesthetic to it. Obviously, my favorite was the Heavy Metal Hell 3D, which was really cool. You got to see some rock and roll demons in there playing with a chainsaw, and they had a guitar, which was really fun to me.
I'm gonna say I liked Mummy Stripper. It was just super fun, and I'm pretty sure the mummy was a guy, but it was just a really cool area. Also, they had a shark in there. I don't know how they got that animatronic shark in that house, but that one was really, really cool.
So yeah, Slaughter Cinema was definitely, in my opinion, the second best house of the night.
Our next scare zone was the Queens of the Damned. Super spooky, super girly, the whole aesthetic was blue, just wicked. I loved it.
Yes, I thought it was a really cool scare zone. So next up, one of our favorite traditions of Halloween Horror Nights has to be the Nightmare Fuel Show. And this year it was the Nocturnal Circus. Now, if you have not been to a Nightmare Fuel Show, you are missing out.
I love everything about anything the Nightmare Fuel team does. They could literally put a show on about anything and I'll love it. The pyrotechnics, the dancing, the acrobatics, the song choices. It is such a fun show. It's a sexy show. Viewers beware. It's a blast every time. Finally, we got to see one of my favorite things every year when we go to HHN. I have to see the Death Eaters. I have to make sure that I can see the Dark Mark, let Voldemort know my allegiance. So we actually got a really good area. We got in the very front this year, so it was super cool to watch them go through the crowd and, show the Dark Mark and go down Nocturnal Alley. So Death Eaters is definitely one of our must-dos every time we go to HHN.
And finally, we wrapped up our night with the Dead Coconut Club over at City Walk at Universal Studios Orlando. Now, this was our first year going to this, and we had no idea what to expect. We really had no idea. I believe they had it last year. If they didn't have it last year, they had a version of it last year, but we didn't get to go to it. But let me tell you guys, if you are in the Orlando area and you're looking for something free to do that's Halloween related and Halloween themed, this is the place for you to go. It is a Halloween theme bar with just everything 80s. They're playing 80s music, 80s aesthetics, 80s drink. It is insane.
Oh, yes. The music was amazing. I love the 80s. That's definitely my vibe. But you had neon signs everywhere. You had the Bite Me. You had the different pictures of Universal Monsters. You had really cool photo ops throughout this whole club. I mean, you had the coffins you could be by, just the different signage. Their menu was really cute and themed for Halloween. And they had when you go upstairs, they had different pictures and photo ops you could take with Blumhouse characters.
Again, to top our night off at Halloween Horror Nights, it was a crazy year. Scare zone, haunted houses. We had to stop by the Dead Coconut Club. It is definitely going to be a tradition for us on the way out of Halloween Horror Nights. And overall, Halloween Horror Nights 2024, it was good. I thought it was a really good year. Definitely go to Halloween Horror Nights next year. Check out our channel if you want more Halloween Horror Night content. I'm your Hellmaster Dede. That's Hell Queen Jazzy, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.